Hey guys, I thought you might want to check out this story today. What if you had animal feet? It's written by Sandra Markle. If you're interested, it is a level 4.8 AR, test number 172567. What if one day, when you woke up and climbed out of bed, the feet that you planted on the floor weren't yours? What if overnight, a wild animal's feet took their place at the end of your legs? Eastern gray kangaroo. An eastern gray kangaroo's hind feet are super big. Just the soles of an adult's foot can be 18 inches long. Big feet help a kangaroo jump about 30 feet in a single hop. Each huge jump means a kangaroo can cover a lot of ground fast. Fact: Eastern gray kangaroos live in groups called mobs, and when one kangaroo senses danger, it thumps its hind feet on the ground to warn the others. If you had eastern gray kangaroo hind feet, you'd be able to jump up as high as 6 feet so that you could reach the high shelves with ease. I could use that. Housefly. A housefly's feet have tiny claws for gripping. Plus, they have foot pads that are covered with hair-like parts that give off a gluey substance. So, a fly sticks wherever it lands, even upside down on the ceiling. Fact: a housefly's feet are also covered with sensors that act like your tongue's taste buds. So, a fly can taste whatever it steps on. If you had housefly feet, you would be a basketball superstar. You could run up the wall and across the ceiling and drop the ball through the hoop, and you'd never miss a shot. Green basilic lizard. A green basilic lizard's back feet have long toes that are fringed with skin. This fringe spreads out when it slaps its foot down. When it slaps its foot on water, air becomes trapped under each toe, and when it runs fast, this keeps the lizard on the surface for at least 15 feet. Fact: when it sinks underwater, a green basilisk lizard's fringed toes become great swimming fins. If you had green basilisk lizard feet, you wouldn't need a bridge to cross a stream, and you'd be on the other side in no time. Cheetah. A cheetah's foot is made up of soft pads, the center one and toe pads, plus nails. Shaped like that, it has a new name. Instead of a foot, it's called a paw. A cheetah's paw pads are tough and rigid like tire treads, and the cheetah's sturdy nails act like cleats, so its paws keep it from slipping during super fast sprints. These amazing paws help a cheetah run as fast as 70 miles an hour. That is faster than any other land animal. Fact: a cheetah's pattern of foot pad ridges are as unique as a fingerprint, which means no two cheetahs have the same paws. If you had cheetah feet, you'd be on time for school every day because you could always catch up with the bus. Gray wolf. A gray wolf's feet are called paws too. When crossing the snow, a gray wolf's toes separate and stretch apart. That makes its paws bigger and like wearing snowshoes, spreading out the weight. This means its paws don't sink in as deep, which means walking or running is easier. Fact: a special network of tiny blood vessels help to keep a wolf's feet warm even on the ice. If you had gray wolf feet, you could play barefoot in the snow and still have toasty warm tootsies. Duck-billed platypus. A duck-billed platypus has skin connecting its spread-apart toes. This type of foot is called a webbed foot. The platypus's front feet even have skin that sticks out behind its toes, making them the perfect swimming flippers. But the minute it starts to walk, dig, or scratch, This skin pulls back so that the platypus can use its sturdy, sharp nails. Fact: a male duck-billed platypus's back feet even have a spur-like nail to inject venom, a poisonous fluid. This isn't deadly to humans, but it can be very painful. If you had duck-billed platypus feet, you'd be a fast-swimming superhero with a built-in weapon. Barn owl. A barn owl's feet have 4 toes tipped with talons, which are long, curved, sharp nails. Usually, 3 of its toes aim forward and 1 backward, but it can swing a second toe on each foot in the back. This helps to keep an extra tight grip on wiggly prey, such as rats or mice. Fact: a barn owl's middle front toenail on each foot has a tooth-like edge. It uses this to comb the feathers on its disc-shaped face. Flat feathers funnel sound into its ears so that it can listen as well as watch when hunting for a meal. If you had barn owl feet, you would never have to bend over to pick things up. Aardvarks. Each of the toes on an aardvark's feet end in a sharp, sturdy toenail. The front ones are shovel-shaped. These are great for digging a burrow for their home or for finding ants and termites, which is its favorite food. Fact: if attacked by a predator, like a lion or a leopard, an aardvark digs a burrow to escape. If caught, it flips onto its back and lashes out with its nails. If you had aardvark feet, you could dig super fast, which means you would be the first one to find the buried treasure. Giant African millipede. A giant African millipede's body is made up of segments. A baby starts out with just 4 or 5 segments, but as it grows, it adds on more. Each segment has about 4 feet. An adult may be 40 segments long, with lots of feet, and it needs every single one. It can travel by tunneling through the ground, so while some feet are busy walking, others are moving dirt out of the way. Fact: a giant African millipede has an exoskeleton, meaning the hard parts of its body are on the outside, so that it defends itself. It curls up with its delicate legs and feet inside and the armor on the outside. With giant African millipede feet, you wouldn't need anyone else to have a parade. You could be a marching band of one. Mountain goat. A mountain goat's foot is encased in a hard nail-like covering. Shaped that way, it has a special name. Instead of a foot, it's called a hoof. A mountain goat's hoof is split into 2 halves, and each can move separately. That lets it get a good grip on the rocky high places. Fact: each half of a mountain goat's hoof has a sharp edge, plus a rubbery pad. Together, these add extra grip to keep them from slipping. If you had mountain goat feet, your feet would be all you need to rescue a kitten. White rhinoceros. Each white rhinoceros foot is an elastic pad, plus 3 stiff toes tipped with a hoof-like nail. With each step, its foot pad presses down, spreading the toes wide apart. This lets the rhino's feet support its heavy body, and it needs that support. Adult rhinos can weigh as much as 7,000 pounds. Fact: in spite of their size, white rhinos can run as fast as 30 miles an hour, but only over short distances. If you had white rhinoceros feet, your family wouldn't need a car because you could carry everyone all at once. Wild animal feet could be cool for a while, but you don't need your feet to grab food, run on water, or stand upside down on the ceiling, and you don't need your feet to stay well groomed or taste what you step on. But if you could have wild animal feet for more than a day, which kind would be right for you? Draw a picture or write a story. Tell me about it. I want to see what kind of feet you pick.